I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, like this size. And I'm just going to focus this right here in the crease area. And as expected, it's still too light. So I'm going to blend this out real fast, and then I'm going to take the black and just use that to deepen up my crease. And as expected, just apply it with your finger. You have some options either on the lid or on the brow bone. There are two reasons why I wanted to review this palette, even though I look nothing like Gigi Hadid. She has such a huge following on all of her social media channels, and a lot of, she has fans and so forth, and all different walks of life, people that watch her and admire her. I wanted to pick this up so that way I can at least swatch it for you, give you my overall thoughts, opinions on this. And if you don't look like Gigi, but you look like me, or around the similar skin tones, you would know if this might work for you. The collection also has other items included, like a West Coast, East Coast. Gigi was born and raised in Los Angeles. She's actually been modeling since she was the age of 2. Her first campaigns were with Baby Guess, and then she stopped, or I'm sure her mother had something to do with that as well, so that way she can continue school. But after high school, she moved to New York, and she actually has been modeling since 2013. Gigi mentioned that she wanted a palette that would have everything included for her to do a full face. So of course it doesn't have foundation, but pretty much everything else to do her face. On the flip side, you have the issue with how is the brush or the applicator for the product going to get into each individual section. This is the side that I have an issue with. This is the blush right here. This is extremely thin. To get your blush brush in, I mean, I get it in here, but where it's going on the actual brush, that is going to be a mystery. And it's going to be a bigger mystery when you try to put it onto your cheeks and try to blend it out. Needless to say, it was getting all over the place here. Same with the middle portion here with the bronzer. It's just not proportioned the way it needs to be in order to get your brush in. Now the highlighter is fine. You can get a fan brush in there. You can get a regular size highlighter brush in here and apply the highlighter in. But what they should have done is made this all the same size as the actual highlighter, the same width. That would have made it easier. What they should have done is taken this part out here, which included a deluxe size sample of the mascara. We'll get back to that. And just basically got rid of that. She could have put the mascara, or Maybelline could have put the mascara right here along with the 2 brushes, applicators they put in there, and just move that up. Real quick on the brushes, I don't care for these types of brushes that look like, you'd find in like some Barbie makeup kits for a little girl, or this one here with the double-ended. I just don't care for those. I personally don't care for those, and I didn't use them. And then the mascara is a deluxe size sample of the Colossal Volume Express Mascara. Now, when you first get the palette and you open up the palette, this mascara has a wrapper around it, the same pink wrapper, and then it has her signature on here. But it doesn't stay that way. You have to peel it off to get to the mascara, and then you have the regular mascara, how it is sold in the actual store. Therefore, I feel this is a waste because you're not getting that signature limited edition appearance that should be on the mascara. It's just the wrapper, which you just see once, remove it, throw away in the trash. Gigi is I would consider her to be fair skin in complexion. I don't see her being medium tone. I certainly don't see her being tan. But she also, I personally feel she has a warmer undertone appearance to her. Because Gigi has a warmer undertone, the light shade on me, and I'm also a warm undertone. However, my skin tone is medium dark. As you saw in the demonstration, the light concealer, it looks like it's not going to blend in. It looks like it might be ashy, but it blended into my skin and creates a stronger, intense of a highlighted effect underneath my eyes. Now, of course, that is going to depend on how much you pack on. I don't pack on that much, but I did see that and it blended into my skin, but it just left that highlighted effect under my eyes. The medium tone concealer, that actually has a peach tone to it. Again, it's warm. So on my skin tone, it blended in, does not look ashy, and it actually produced a much more of a natural appearance underneath my eyes. Caveat is, if you are darker than me, those two concealer shades will not work. They will turn ashy. They will not look natural. Now the two lip glosses here, you have one that is a nude peach shade, and then you have another one that is a pinker, more of a brighter shade in appearance. I feel that they look best on fairer skin tones. On my skin tone, I mean, it works, but I wasn't too, wowed over it. Moving on to the eyeshadows, you have a ivory white. In the middle shade, you have that lilac. It's a matte shade, very pale light purple. Then you have like a medium tone brown right there, and then of course you have a basic black. These shadows had a lot of kick up. I put my brush in and they were sharing real estate with each other within these sections here. So the pink was getting into the white and the black was getting into the brown. So just be careful with that. Actually, with any of these powder products, except for the highlighter, you are going to be sharing real estate in this palette. You're going to create a very subtle look with this. It's something I would expect from Gigi anyway, because she looks like she always has very natural makeup on, unless she, of course, is in a campaign. But otherwise, other than that, this is stuff I would expect from her, because she just doesn't seem to be wearing like bold, out there makeup. The blush in the pan looks beautiful. It looks like a very bright apricot peach color. And I was actually excited to try that on because that definitely is a blush shade that I can get on board with. But depending on where it lands on that brush, I actually applied it in the swatches 3 times on my cheeks, and by the 3rd time, that's when it started to build up in the color, but it still was not that color that I wanted to. I think on fairer skin tones, you don't need to do 3 times. I think on you, this shade is going to definitely show up on you much quicker. But again, it's going to just be a preference as to, is this a shade that you like? But it is a beautiful shade in the pan. The bronzer will work for fairer skin tones. It does not appear to give off an orange appearance on the skin, so I feel that it is a matte bronzer, so I feel that it will work with you on your skin tone. It does not show up on me. I did use it as like a transition type color in my eyeshadow look with this little quad down here. So I can't use it. But again, fair skin and up, you should be fine with that. And last is the highlighter. It has that peach pink tone to it. I feel that the highlighter is beautiful and it's going to complement a large variety of skin tone. On my skin tone, it gives off that vibe almost of like NARS Orgasm. I do see the peach, I see the pink within there and that shine that it produces. So I feel that the highlighter is beautiful. The JetSetter palette is priced at a premium for $30, and I feel the majority of that price is going towards the fact that it's in a collaboration with a famous supermodel. Other than that, I feel you probably already have everything inside of that palette. It doesn't matter that it's not all inside one palette, but just the overall cohesiveness of it, just where the product placement should be, how to get your brush in, all that. No, the packaging is beautiful, so you're paying for that. Of course, you're paying for Gigi Hadid's name. But other than that, I don't see anything that would warrant, oh, I have to have this. Oh, I have to run out and pick this up. If you are a fan of Gigi Hadid, and you know, this might be something that, of course, you want to have because it has her name on it. So maybe $30 is worth that to you. But I feel that you need to take your skin tone into play with this palette because it is geared towards people, consumers that look like her. Within her fair skin, hair color doesn't mean anything, but really is the overall skin tone. You're my skin tone, deeper. You're light medium. I would say I would stop at tan, maybe tan. Everybody above tan should be able to get some use out of this palette if that's what you're looking for. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Now that I have played with it and swatched it and used it, I can pass it on to a member of the family whose skin tone it actually will work on and see if she'll get some use out of that. I hope this video has been helpful for you, me swatching and applying the Maybelline and Gigi Hadid's JetSetter palette. Thank you very much for stopping by and watching, spending some time with me. I really do appreciate that. Have a wonderful day or evening, and as always, I'm going to see you in the next video.